Hey everybody, I am here with the Halloween super simple number 6 video. We are cruising right through these. This one is super fun, comes together really easy. Everything in this kit I printed on cardstock, but again, you don't have to do that, that's up to you. I have cut everything out, inked everything, and sewn on the pieces that I wanted sewn. And that's just for prep work. You don't have to do sewing. It's just personal preference. So let's go ahead and get started putting this together. This is the base piece for this, and you'll notice it's a journaling card. So this will be the piece that you're going to actually end up gluing into the journal. So that's your support piece. So let's go ahead and get started. I have this beautiful flip that it's going to be. So we're going to go ahead and get these in place just to kind of give us our foundation that we're going to be working with. Now you'll notice when I sewed on this one, I sewed it before I glued them together, and that's so the stitching does not come through on this side. So that's just kind of a heads up. Pay attention before you glue it down. All right, so this one's gonna flip from the top. So all I'm gonna do is center that and then go ahead and glue it down. Kind of try to make sure everything's fairly even, but no measuring involved. And we'll let that one dry while I get this one prepped. So same thing, I'm gonna go ahead and glue extra glue over that thread because it's kind of higher and can cause problems, but it's kind of nice to see it from the back because you can see how I stitched it, but you can stitch any way you want. And this one's going to flip open from this side. So I'll go ahead and glue that. A little bit more because it's going to be holding the weight of everything. And this one, I actually ended up putting a little bit more toward the bottom, not centered on that card, but not too much. It's pretty centered. All right, that goes there. Now let's just start working our way through these. On this one, this is the front collage. It's just a picture. So what I have is some different pieces that I want to layer. So I'm just going to play around, and you can kind of play how you want. I think I want the lace. I was going to do this fun little thing, but I think that lighter lace just kind of pops a little more. So I'm going to do something like this, and then I have just a cute little word phrase. So let's go ahead and just glue that down. And I sewed around these before. If you were doing it at home, you could sew them onto the card, this main card, before you folded it in half. And, you know, then you would actually just sew these cards directly into that. But I still wanted the stitching, but I wanted to have the prep work done before. So that's why I did it that way. And it works fine. It's great to have it done before. Either way works great. Let's see, where do I want this? I think I want it more centered. I like that skull. That's really cool. Hope you guys like it. This is a fun one. I tried to keep all of them a little lighter, like not too dark for Halloween, but kind of a lighter, hopefully, theme, but still have some of those. You could make it darker depending on how you ink it up and things like that. But I think they're pretty fun. And I'm not even a huge Halloween person, so, you know, kind of fun. All right, let's get this guy on. There we go. And let's see, where do I want this? Oh, I kind of like it down here. I think I'm gonna do it down in that corner. There we go. And let's see, where do I want this? Oh, I kind of like it down here. I think I'm gonna do it down in that corner. But I think they're pretty fun. And I'm not even a huge Halloween person, so, you know, kind of fun. All right, let's get this guy on. There we go. And I don't know, play around with it, see where you like it. Kind of like it there. Let's do it. And then just glue it wherever you want, or again, you could sew this in, so either way. That looks nice. All right, let's go ahead and open this and do this pocket. So I have this cute little pocket right here. And again, I sewed around the edges. So, and if you notice in the kit, this is a straight edge. So I just punched that out with a 1-inch circle. You could do it any size you want, but that seems to be, the 1-inch circle seems to work well with the size of it, the scale of it. And I also use that 1-inch circle punch to punch out a few of these circles you're gonna see in just a minute in the kit. I'll show you them when I get there. Now I'm just gonna make sure that flap still works well, depending on where I glued that, before I really let it set up. Cute. All right, and then I just have some little journaling cards. Don't you love how it ended up with the flowers on that head? I thought it was really cool. But these are just journaling, fun little cards that are gonna just go into that pocket. Oh, that one's upside down. That simply will not do. There we go. All right, and this is a die cut. So it's just, let me show you the package. So if you really love it, you can go grab it. But anyway, so it's a die cut. And I learned last time that these are very delicate. So I think I'm actually going to put my glue down onto my paper so I don't rip it like I did before. See, we learn. Now my paper's a little sticky, but that's okay. I love that kind of lacy effect with this kit. It kind of adds something fun. And then I have another little word phrase here for that one. I think I'll come up high. Ooh, or do I want to come down low? I think I want to go low. Seems like whatever you decide, it ends up coming together and looking awesome, so don't stress it. All right, now I'm gonna leave that open for that glue stick that I put straight on the paper to dry, just to make sure it's not going to do anything horrible, and we'll be working right here anyway. So this is fun. This is kind of a belly band. Now, this piece right here is gonna act as your belly band, and then we're gonna create some little pockets to tuck some little tags in. So just a heads up, but on the back, this ends up being, for me on my printer, right around 6 inches. But if you can see, I kind of penciled in where I'm going to glue. Normally, I would sew that down because I love the effect of it, and I would do that before I glued this side to this side. But in the case of this, doing it on video, I'm just going to glue it and it will work just fine. But I did divide this into about 3 equal pieces. It's really close. And for me, that's 6 inches. So each of these spaces is about 2 inches. These 2 ends I left a little longer just because I'm gonna be gluing up top as well and down bottom. So I'm just gonna kind of follow those lines. You gotta do a nice thin line, oh golly, because the cute little tags need to be able to fit in there. Let's see, which way do I care? I think I like this. And that's just gonna go right there. And now you're gonna have 3 little pockets in that belly band. We're gonna let that dry. While we're waiting, I have some little things. Now I have different ones. I have these little words. I have 1, 2, 3. So you have different options that you can pick. I picked the watch your back just because I thought that was fun for Halloween. So you can just decide. I glued the other 2 on, but I wanted to at least do one on video just to show you how I do them. But it shouldn't be too tricky to figure out. It's just glue. And you don't have to have it straight on with the words. You could have it upside down or sideways, just whatever is fun for you. So we'll go ahead and put those on. You could even have those words hanging off, like overlapping the circles, and I think that would be really fun too. So get creative, and I'm gonna keep my ruler here just so I can make sure I'm about in the right place. So this one should be centered right about 3 inches. Something about, and that's another reason I like to sew these, is because you can see the lines. So probably this is one I should have sewn before and then just glued on the stitching lines, but live and learn. It looks good anyway. And here's the last one. That should go right around 5 inches. And center that. All right. So we have this cute little watch your back. And these would be really fun also to sew around and do some zigzag stitches here. And I could still go back and do that after I put it together, and I might do that. But these two I put together, and they're just cute little journal cards. So I'll show you on the next one how they come. But these just are, oh, that's perfect. They're gonna just slide right in these little pockets, and oh, that's fun. So here's the last one. I left it so you could see how it comes together, because this is how they come. And then I've inked it, and then you're just gonna fold that in half. I mean, you could leave it open if you wanted to journal inside of these cute little things, but totally up to you. If you're gonna do that, make sure on your tabs that you also put that inside so it'll still open. You don't wanna close it, but just heads up on that. All right. And then I just eyeballed it and leave it sticking out like a little tab. I love this one because when it's in here, you see that hand pointing. It's kind of cool. So that one goes, ooh, I turned it. There we go. And you can just stick those wherever you like them. Awesome. Okay, now let's see if this is all dry up here. Yep, we're coming right along. All right, let's do this last one in here. And this is a giant pocket. I did use, oh, I don't have it out, but it's just like one of these, except for this design. And I use that to punch the top edge. Total preference. I just like to do that. You could also put just lace up there. That would be really pretty too. But I'm gonna go ahead and glue the 3 sides. It's a good thing I'm not a surgeon because my hands are not steady. Oh goodness. Okay, and then I just center that on here, and we'll let that dry. And that glue will dry clear, so no worries. All right, let's see, what did I have? Oh, I have a little tag that's gonna go in here. This is how it comes. And this is for journaling. And again, I sewed around that. You could do both sides. In fact, if you wanted, you could just sew this together, and because you're gonna have stitching around here, and that would be cute. But for the sake of this one, I just didn't, because I wanted you to see that you need to fold that piece in half. And then if it's got any little bits hanging over the edge, you can go ahead and just fix that how you want. And I have this fun little collage kind of card. I sewed around that as well, and that's just to embellish the front of this. You could make that a cute little tuck spot and fit a little more in there if you wanted, but it's going inside this pocket, so I didn't want mine to be much thicker, so that's why I'm not doing it that way. But I always like to look for extra opportunities to hide some fun little things to discover when you're giving it to someone or whatever. It's just fun. I have this tiny, tiny scrap of this black lace, and I'm kind of tempted to just stick it so it's poking out of there. I think I'm going to, just because I have it. I might as well do something with it. Let's see, do I want it to go that way or this way? That's good. Maybe we should put it on top. Oh, I can't decide. All right, it's going under. And I will just poke out just to add some interest there. And it's super thin and it's going in a pocket, so it'll be perfect. Now, I didn't want to do a rivet and any ribbon or anything because it is going inside this piece that's going to be folded and then folded. So you really don't want to add a lot of bulk on the inside. But I have this cute little, can you see that cute little grungy ticket? Anyway, I'm going to use that as the little pull tab. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that in. You could fold it in half. That would be cute too if you wanted to have it like a tab like this where it's cute on both sides. But for this, I just love that grunginess. So I wanted it to be visible. So I'm not folding it on this one. I'll probably glue it about up to there. Try and get those edges. And then just make sure I'm coming up high enough on that. There we go. And that glue will stick that baby on there forever. It's some serious glue. All right, love it. It's sticking up higher than it should. No, it isn't. All right, we might have to reassess this because it has to be able to come over. Let's see if it'll work. So let that be a lesson to you when you're gluing this pocket down to really bring it down to the bottom of that, because I might have to cut that or something. We'll see. Let's see if it works. How close are we? We're really close. Super close. So I'm gonna just peel that back and it'll be okay. I'm just gonna glue it down again a little bit lower. And no harm, no foul, right? And we can cover that spot up, but it's just gonna barely peek over. There we go. Hopefully we got it enough. Looks like that should be plenty. Awesome. Okay, perfect. And let's see. Oh, I have this cute little skeleton guy right here. You can make a collage here, whatever. I think I want to put this fun cheesecloth back behind my cute little skeleton guy. I think this is the way to do it. And just kind of mush that down. Fold, mush some more, however you want. It's just for texture, and this is the perfect kind of Halloween-y texture. And so he'll just poke out from behind there. Awesome. You could do lace. You could do whatever, just kind of fun, but that just kind of gives him a little more emphasis. And then I have a cute little word phrase. I grunged these up with some ink and it says rattle. Oh, got stuff stuck on me. I'm very gluey and inky now. I love it. Rattle my bones. Let's see, how do we want to do it? I should have laid it out before. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's cute. I like it. Just lined up like that. You can do it however you want. Play around with it. See what you love. But that's just a cute little collage. All right, so that's everything. If you wanted, you could add some lace in some other places or whatever. But let's just give you the quick run through. I can zoom a little closer for you. All right. So the front, we have this cute collage, and then this piece flaps right up and you have a pocket with these cute little journaling cards and a little word here. And then you have this little kind of belly band with these cards that pull out for journaling on the back of each of them. And then when you open that up, you have this really fun kind of chunky, big, beautiful tag and this cute little collage here, and then some extra journaling in here. And again, if this drives you crazy, kind of fold that inside out, and you can kind of just dull down that bright white on that seam in there. So you can see how that kind of dulled it down. You can compare it to that one and just see that you can kind of just dull it down. If it doesn't bug you, then no worries, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this one as well. And anyway, that is Super Simple number 6, the Halloween edition. And I just love this one. I love how it turned out. I love, I just love the images. I just love it. Super fun, super simple, hence the name. And with these, you can either trim them down or leave them long or whatever you want, but I like to kind of leave them hanging over until I put it in my journal and decide how wide I want it. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have an awesome, awesome day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.